Hello, this is Any Art Netty from Nitty Kitties, and today I'm going to be doing the white pencil test. My apologies in advance if you can hear the monsoon outside, the microphone's picking it up. So today we're going to be testing, that first one was Faber Castell Polychromos, Caran D'ache Luminance, the third one there's Prismacolor, number 4 is Spectrum Noir Colour Blend of the Essentials pack, that fifth one, Castle Art Supplies, and last but not least, Crayola. So which one do you think is going to be the most vibrant? Well, we shall see in about 10 minutes or so. So I've got some prices here. This first one, if you want to buy it off Amazon, they've got open stock, is £2.60. You can actually grab yourself a bargain if you go to a website called Cult Pens and pick it up for just £1.39. You can buy pretty much any brand you want from that. It's just open stock just to try them and see what you like, and if you like a particular brand, you go for it. Now these are Faber Castell Excellent. They're not as creamy as, if you know, Prismacolor Blend, if you're more familiar with them, but they give great sharp detail for fur on animals and stuff like that, very crisp. Now I think they did very well in this test. It did a good burn. I did a burnish, I did a few lines, I did one layer, 2 layers, and I did a little doodle of a snowman just to see, because it was something I could think of that was white. So, nearest white character I could think of, snowman, so that's why. So yeah, grab yourself a bargain if that's your thing, the Faber Castell Polychromos. So second one now, we're coming on to Caran D'ache Luminance. Now, this is the one I thought, am I giving the game away here, the result, that was going to win it, but there's a shock. This is the most expensive pencils you've probably ever seen in your life, and the reason that is because of their light fastness rating, which is how long it's going to fade over time. Now, they were the best, but Derwent, if you've heard that UK brand, they've took over that and they've become the highest light fastness now. But these are still brilliant. They're so expensive, but if you just want to try some open stock on that, it's £4.34 for one pencil. And then again, grab yourself a bargain. Cult Pens, £2.89. So there we go again. I've done a few lines. I think I went to sharpen that then. So I've gone off camera a little bit. But there we go. Yeah, I'm back again. A few lines, 1 layer, 2 layer, and then a burnish, just to see how bright white you can get it, which is where you can't see the paper through where you've coloured. You can't see any, in this case, black at all coming through. So there I go, doing that as hard as I possibly can. And then I'll draw my little snowman in a minute as well. So, yeah, good pencils all in all, and they blend really, really well. Very well indeed. I think I've done actually as well, there's a little fade from the darkest possible to the lightest possible. And there we go. Actually in the middle of July at the minute, and I'm drawing a snowman, which is a bit crazy. Again, apologies about that rain in the background. It's been raining for about 3 days now, and yeah, it might pick it up, it might not, but just in case, I apologise about that. So there we go, that's the Caran D'ache Luminance White. Now this next one is Prismacolor Premier, which I think they're brilliant pencils. I mean, they're good for portraits, they blend very, very well. You can get a little paper tortillon and it makes it almost like, not, you know, when you get the pencil marks on paper and you can see that it's pencil, it almost looks like marker if you do that. And you can use something like a blending solution as well, it works very well with that. So again, if you wanted to buy open stock rather than buy a full tin of these, which cost about £150, you can try one out. Which colours you normally use are black and a white, in this case white. £3.99 on Amazon, but sadly I couldn't find them on Cult Pens. But at least at the time of saying this, it was free postage and packaging on Amazon. So yeah, I was very impressed by these. I won't give the game away what happened there. I'm not sure how clear this is, but what I've done is put up the chart at the end of the video so you can see and judge for yourself. Also, if you add me on Facebook, Instagram, I'll be popping it up on there as well so you can see it nice and clearly. Now our one at number 4 is Spectrum Noir Colour Blend White, and this comes from the Essentials tin. Now nowhere on the internet could I find, to my knowledge, unless you can and go searching, that you can get these in open stock. But they are for the whole tin. You get quite a good number of pencils as well, and it's a decent range of colours. It's £17.96. Now for an artist quality pencil, that's very, very cheap. So I recommend these for a learner, especially that they do a DVD and YouTube tutorial kind of course. It teaches you to use the pencil's very light layers, which the Prismacolor, Faber Castell and Caran D'ache, you'll notice you only need to put down a tiny bit of colour and there's a lot of pigment. With these, it's very, very light. So if you're used to the more expensive artist pencils, you'll think these are a bit too light, and yeah, it didn't show up, I don't mind saying, before the results come up, it didn't show up as bright as the others, but they're not necessarily a bad one to get because they are good for teaching you to build up layers. Right, so this one is the Castle Art Supplies, which I've talked about before in a previous video. I will link that video in the description. So, absolutely fabulous pencils. Again, they're good for a learner, these ones. They're nowhere near as expensive as Faber Castell and Prismacolor, but they are a very, very good pencil, and they're an artist pencil. They're not student grade or anything like that. Absolutely amazing pigment. Now then, so they're less expensive as well than a lot of them, but it's a shame that they didn't really come anywhere high in this. I'd recommend them if you're into your adult colouring, with colouring books and stuff like that, and they blend really well as well. But as for the white one, it didn't do as well as others. And last but not least, we got Crayola, which is our bargain. Again, no open stock because they're so cheap. They'll probably be about 2p each or something like that. £3.25 for a whole box of them, and you get 24. Now these are a good all-rounder. They're a brilliant one to start with. They're brilliant if you can't afford the more expensive ones. I reckon they're the best bargain and just brilliant for everyone. Now they didn't come very high again, as you can imagine, £3.25 but for any, just, yeah, they're my absolute recommendation for value for money and quality as well. Now they don't blend anywhere near as good as the other ones, but you can't beat Crayola, can you really? So there we are, that's all 6. Now shall we see who won? And if you don't agree with my choices, that's absolutely fine. That's up to you. I'd like to hear everyone's opinion on that, which one they think is better, or I may do this again in the future. I'll definitely do it with black as well, because we always want to see which is the most vibrant black. So Prismacolor came first, Faber Castell second, who's third, surprisingly Caran D'ache. With the price of them, it may just be a hiccup that I had in the test, but yeah, it's very shocking. So fourth, I'm just going through to see which is the most vibrant there, and fourth I chose Castle Art. So there's one of the bargain tins which came up. Fifth, surprisingly, was Crayola, because that was our cheapest one, and sixth was sadly Spectrum Noir, but again, great for layering, great for a learner. Thanks for watching anyway. Oh, whoopsie daisy, there they all go wrong, caught them. Thanks for watching, and see you again anyway. See you again soon, bye.